I am Professor L.B. Gayakawad and talking on the subject today. The subject is death is inevitable. It is very important that the death is very inevitable for man and for all the animals on the planet of Earth. So, death never stops for man. It is very clear that the death cannot stop for man because it is inevitable. It is not easy, it is very dangerous, and it comes to man. So, man cannot stop this death, and that's why we can say here that the death is very much inevitable, means we cannot avoid this death. So, the question comes in the mind, and that question is, should I die with suicide? So, the answer comes, we should not die with suicide. Are there some people who are dying with suicide? So the answer is very clear that there are some people who are committing suicides and they are going to be dead. I will tell you that there are many students, there are many girl students, or I will tell you there are many young boys and girls, I will tell you that they have become habitual of some things, means they have some habits, they have been addicted by those things, and that's why they are going to be dead, or they are going to accept the suicides. I will explain here that the young boys of the rural areas, or sometimes I will tell you that the young boys of the city area also are drinking wine too much. And because of this wine, they are going to be dead, they are going to commit the suicides, and in the early age, they are going to be dead, and they are bringing a lot of problems in front of their families, their sons, daughters, and their relatives, and their wives. So, my point is that nobody should die with suicide because the God has given us the particular life which cannot be enjoyed again on the earth after committing suicide. The God will not send this man again to this earth, and that's why it is not necessary for this man to enjoy the habits, to enjoy the addictions, or to enjoy some bad type of qualities which take them to the death. So my point is that there are some ladies also nowadays in the cities are drinking wine. And because of this consumption of the wine, what is happening, day by day they are going into the problems of the families, or they are coming into the problems of the contacts. And because of this contacts, they are bringing their parents, they are bringing into the problems to their particular relatives, and that's why here the life of the ladies also, I will tell you, and the life of the young boys have been very, I will say, chief, that they are not thinking of their lives and they are committing suicides. So the next question in my mind is that, are people dying with suicide? Yes, there are many persons who are dying with suicide, and they are committing the suicides because of some problems in society. Remember, there are the problems, no doubt at all, but it is not the thing that we should commit suicide and we should kill ourselves. That is not the point. But still, there are some persons, some women, some boys, some girls who are committing the suicides. So my point is, death is inevitable, means we cannot avoid the death of such persons. What is the effect of people's suicide? Remember, the effect of the suicide of these people come to their families, come to their parents, come to their wives, and the children are very small. Such small children are affected too much, and the future of theirs uh, go into the curse, I will tell you. It is not the right of these young boys and girls that they are committing suicide and they are um, killing themselves. But these young boys and girls have no any kind of control over their habits, and that's why here it is very much sad thing that they are committing suicides, and the effect of these suicides are coming to the general life of the society also, and the life of the society is also going into the dangers. What should do man to avoid death, that is the suicide? It is very much important point that what man should do to avoid the suicides. Remember, to avoid suicides, this man should read the great books of the great saints. Because the great saints, the science, have suggested that this life of man is very much, I will say, dear, very much, I will say, of price, or it is a priceful life, or it is a very much great life, grand life. And if such a grand life is avoided, is killed by this man, then it is very much bad thing according to me. So this question becomes very much important for the discussion. What will be the effect of What will be the effect of such situation if man behaves with positivity? Remember, up to this point, we have discussed about the negativity of this man, of these persons who have taken death very easily and they are committing suicides in the societies. So, if such persons go into the positivity, if man behaves with positivity, always remember the positivity happens through the negativity, because though such boys and girls have fallen into the addiction of some bad matters, I will say, or bad consumption of bad things, then I will explain here that these boys and girls, these men and women, can stop their habits. Means they can join the scientific, I will say, the scientific ways of life, because there are many saints who are doing the great works in society. They can join the saints organizations and they can be under the spell of these saints, and they can create their positivity, throwing out this negativity of addiction. And then definitely I will tell you that these girls and boys will improve their life and they will not think of the negativity and they will think of the positivity, and they will not go to the death. Because I have seen this death has thousands of hands, thousands of, I will tell you, legs, thousands of shapes of bodies, and this death comes to them with any kind of shape, and it takes them away, and then the effect of badness comes to our life. That is the important point. Is it nature's wish to be positive? Yes. Remember, we are living in the nature, we are living in the home of the nature, and the nature is our final master. This man has come from nature, and this man has to go into the nature, and that's why the nature is always positive. The wish of this nature is always positive, and this nature demands the positivity from these people. And that's why here, if these persons think of this nature, then I will tell you definitely that this nature is calling them to her, and this nature is telling that this man, this woman, this girl, this boy should adopt the positivity, and this positivity is very much important. The nature is telling that always remember, when there is my river, the river is happy when there is no flood, deluge in the bed of the river. And the same river is very happy when there is the water of the deluge, when there is the water of the flood in the bed of its. So if such type of situation is there with nature, and nature is ready to be happy with negativity or positivity, because life is full of the negativity and the positivity. Without positivity there is no life, and without negativity there is no life. And that's why this man and this woman, this boy and this girl, they should think of this nature, because the nature always wants everything which is positive. If something is happening and it is happening negative, then nature says that it is not negative, it is necessary, and that's why it is happening. So this negativity is nothing but it is the positivity, and through this negativity, positivity will be created. One time will come and there will be the positivity through this negativity. And that's why the next question comes into the mind, or the next question comes for the discussion, is that what will be the effect on nature of this positivity? Remember, if man is adopting, accepting the positivity in place of the negativity, it is very, very true that the nature will also turn into the positivity, and this nature will bring a very much positive life to this man. That is the important thing which I want to tell you here. And the positivity will be very much, I will say, the topest happiness in the life of man. So the next question which is there in my mind, and that question is it positivity important really? The answer is very, very true, that the positivity is very much important in the life of the man. Remember, always the mind of man is the home of negativity. If something is happening, then man starts to think negatively, because he does not think that something will happen positively, but he thinks that everything now will happen negatively. So this mind of the man should be positive, or this man should make his mind positive without making it negative. So if man learns this lesson, if man adopts this lesson, that in every problem, in every negativity, I will make my mind positive, and I will think always positively. And if a sorrow is coming to me, I will take that sorrow also uh, the happiness for me, or this is the positivity for me. If this man is taking for himself very happily, then it is very much true that this man's life will be happy, and then there will be no negative in the life of this man, woman, boy, and girl. And then this death, which is called inevitable, this death which is called unavoidable, this death will be very much away from this man, and this death will not visit so easily to this man, and this death will become the slave of man. And if the man will need that, I don't want now to die, then this death will go away from him, and man will say, oh death, don't come now to me, because I want to live, because I am positive. So it is the thought which I told you. So again, I will come in front of you with a new thought. So today's my thought is of friction of thought. It is very true that I should do some thinking on it. That's why I have done this thinking in front of you. How you feel this thinking, please tell me in the comment box. Till then, I am stopping here. Thank you. Thank you very much.